Okay, guys, lots to talk about today in regards to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, these bitches don't stop, okay? Have they forgotten that the entire nation's under quarantine? Okay, people are losing their lives because of this deadly disease, and all they want to do is argue on the internet? Well, you know what? Now that I think about it, there's not shit else for me to do. I'm tired of watching CNN all day, scaring the daylights out of myself. So, I'm kind of enjoying it. I mean, I just wish they'd slow down so I can get some popcorn. Is that bad? But I have to start with the Juice Crew, okay? Why do I call them the Juice Crew? Because to me, the name the Juice Crew seems innocent, harmless, but really, these women are deadly people. They play two different kind of games. I prefer Kenya's game. She'll just talk about your mama, read you up and down all day long, compared to a bully on the playground. I prefer that kind of fighter. But Kandi's ass, okay, her ultimate goal is to put you in a mental institution, okay? She wants you to go to the psych ward because you're like, wait a minute, but I thought she was my friend. Dirty fighters, these two, but I prefer Kenya. So let's talk about Kenya first. Okay, Kenya's showing absolutely no remorse for throwing her girl, her best friend, Cynthia Bailey, under the bus, okay? She's still talking about it. She's still tweeting about it. So people were trying to read her up and down saying that she's a hypocrite, okay? You threw your friend under the bus. You're a bad person. She wasn't hearing it, people. This is what she had to say. Let me help you out. Cynthia is a retailer, not a sommelier. Now, right there, she's playing head games. A sommelier? What the hell is that? I had to go look it up, people. It's a wine steward, okay? I am a co-founder and a CEO of a hair care company. I must know about my industry. Should I say it louder for the people in the back? Okay, she's not backing down. She said what she said, okay? So I wonder what this damn reunion is going to be like. This is going to be crazy. I mean, no one's going to back down. Allegedly, Kenya's supposed to come with some receipts. Receipts for what? Okay, I don't know what she's talking about, but this reunion is going to be hell on wheels. So does she feel any remorse about throwing Cynthia under the bus? I guess she just answered your question. So what is Cynthia's response to this in real time? Absolutely nothing. I mean, she must be in the back playing in the sand and playing with her dolls or something like that, because she still has not acknowledged what is going on. So, okay, if she's cool with it, so am I. Let's move on to Kandi Burruss. Now, Kandi Burruss was on her YouTube channel yesterday shading the hell out of Porsha and Nene's reconciliation, okay? She claimed in this video that she was happy that these two made up. Then she goes on to mock Porsha crying, okay? Actually made her look like an idiot. Take a look at this.
Nene and Porsha made up. Now, I don't want to be a hater. So on one front, I do think that it was good that they made up, right? I don't want y'all to think that I didn't think it was good that they made up, because I think it is good that they made up. When she was doing that whole, I was lost without you. Is that what she said? But when I see it back and I saw the whole, I was lost without you, I was like, girl.
Now, you see what I'm talking about? What kind of passive-aggressive mess was that, okay? Saying that she was happy that the two made up, and then goes on in the same sentence and mocks the way that Porsha was crying, okay? Why must we be a dirty fighter like this, Kandi? Must you always put your victims in a psych ward? Okay, why can't you just say what you have to say like Kenya and then keep it moving? No, she has to play the head games, okay? Now, while Kandi was wasting her time playing passive-aggressive, Nene was on her YouTube channel kind of calling out Kandi and her head games that she's playing. She's saying that Phaedra would be back on the show, but for Kandi. She said that Kandi threatened if Phaedra came back, she would walk. She goes on to say that she thinks that Phaedra should be able to come back, especially since Kandi's enjoying being in everyone else's beef but her own. She also says that Kandi needs to stop running from Phaedra. Phaedra brought a lot to the show, and the show would be performing much better if Phaedra was back. She also goes on to say that she thinks Kandi enjoys her going back and forth with Kenya, but she refuses to go toe-to-toe with Phaedra. At the end of the video, she ends up calling Kandi a hypocrite. Now, I told you guys this yesterday. Kandi enjoys stirring up all this trouble, getting those two going, and then acts like her hands are sparky clean. Now, I agree with Nene. I think that it would be good to have Phaedra back on that show. It would bring back drama. You know, her and Kandi have unfinished business, people. And then it would be good to see Apollo and his new wife, how they interact with Phaedra. Because, you know, the rumors are that Phaedra doesn't let him see his kids. I want to see all of that, people. But I still can't deny the fact of what Nene's really doing here, okay? She's speaking truth, yes, but she's also campaigning, people. She's campaigning to get Phaedra back on that show, okay? Do you think it's a coincidence? Towards the end of the season, she starts talking about Phaedra. She's talking to the networks again through the form of social media, okay? She did it all the time, and it worked. It worked. It saved her job, you know, when she was talking through social media, allegedly through Wendy Williams. All of that worked. I'm wondering now if Nene can pull this off, okay? Because she has a new sense of a relationship with Andy Cohen now. You know, he almost fired her. She's never going to forget that. He knows she knows he almost fired her. So, in my opinion, he feels indebted to her. You know, like, okay, you know, I'm sorry, I got busted, my bad. You know, it's okay, Nene. Will Andy Cohen bring back Phaedra Parks? Because Nene Leakes is pushing for it. It is what it is. She's campaigning, people, politicking here. She's just not talking off the side of her head. She wants Phaedra back on that show. I'm going to keep my fingers and hope that it works, because I think having Phaedra back on that show would be a great dynamic. And I'm tired of the same old arguments, which is Kenya and Nene. Like, we need new people to argue. I would love to see Phaedra. Now, Phaedra's a vicious fighter. Go after Kandi. Oh boy, I mean, this would be great. So if Kandi can't play head games with you and beat you, you know, psychologically, you know, have you fired, or, you know, have you bickering with someone else, she doesn't know how to fight one-on-one, dirty fighter to dirty fighter. She runs. Nene's right. She runs every single time. So I'm going to go ahead and say I agree with Nene. I hope her plan to get Phaedra back on that show really works. But as I say in every video, we all have our different opinions, and that just happens to be mine. So what I want to know today in my comment section is, who thinks that having Phaedra back would be a good idea? I do. I'm putting my vote out there right now. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to click that like button. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.